Yo, 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 Teach Me Tuesday, baby. We back at it again. It's your boy, Gavin, the great Abraham. Your favorite loan officer, or half of your loan officer team here in Charleston, South Carolina. Guys, we're excited to be back at you with another video, another tune in time for Teach Me Tuesday. Um, we got an exciting topic today, man. It's a goal check. Where are you with your goals for 2024, and what can you do to start getting ready to set goals in 2025? So we're gonna jump right into it. Again, Gavin, my better half, Miss LaShawn, will you introduce yourself?
Yeah, absolutely. So LaShawn Abraham, the other half of this team Abraham duo that we have here, serving all of South Carolina and Georgia. We are definitely happy to be with you guys today to talk about our goals in fourth quarter. But before we do so, we cannot leave out the other part of this team here that we got, Mr. Barry.
What's going on, guys? Wilmot here, as you know, with the Berry Group, brokered by EXP Realty. Gavin, I will say this, man. I like how you say yo, yo, yo. You know what I'm saying? You know, I,
hey,
I
hey,
like how you
you know
say
what?
that, my
I ain't
brother.
gonna go there.
I
I ain't
didn't
gonna
even
go there
catch
with you,
that.
but I will shout out Kappa League. Kappa League OW. Let's do it. How we roll. But
You do,
85 till I die.
you do drive a red truck. Just FYI, you know what I'm
Hey,
Red
saying?
is his favorite color.
I
red
know
is the
what's in
favorite
your heart,
color.
brother. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't gonna go there. Let's go talk about the goals of 2025. We can go on that all day. So yeah.
Love it. Absolutely love it.
Yeah, man. So,
Fellas, I'm
hey,
gonna let y'all take it over. Take it over.
okay.
Take it over.
Hey, well, we'll jump right in, man. So, again, today we want to talk about it's a goal check. We know that we all been hustling and life has been life and all throughout 2024. We had goals set at the beginning of the year. Some we checked off the box, we accomplished. Some, we still carrying over. We're still trying to figure out how can we achieve these goals. But just to go back to remember what some of those goals were for those that we're speaking to specifically in regards to home ownership. Hey, what was it that stopped you from achieving that goal so far in this year? I mean, you do have 3 months left. It's not to say that it can't happen. Get with your mortgage professional and your real estate professional. Let's figure this out. But if you know you aren't prepared, or you've seen plenty of videos before, we're now going to give you some tips that are going to help you transition into, okay, well, I didn't prepare myself completely to execute that goal in 2024. But let's give them. I think we can do five good key steps on what you can do going into 2025 to make sure you're setting yourself up for success to accomplish that goal of home ownership. So let's jump right into it, Miss LaShawn. What we got first on the docket?
Yeah, so I guess let's kind of start it off with some strategies, right? So I think Lamar, you mentioned that on our pre
Oh,
session to this call or whatever. Just getting into like get one, we're gonna give you guys some just great strategies for just keeping up with your goals. And then we're gonna kind of give you guys five key things that you can do to prepare for home ownership in 2025. So one key strategy that I love is definitely writing down my goals. So of course, once you kind of create the goal, but to me, if you just have it in your head and you just say it, but you don't really write it down, I feel like it definitely doesn't really, in my opinion, I feel like it doesn't make it real. Because I think there's some power in something that's written out. It allows you to kind of really see what you're aiming towards. It kind of helps you to stay a little bit more focused. So my first strategy to you guys is definitely if home ownership is on your goal list, if reducing your debt or whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish, let's write those things down. So that's me. What do you got, Mr. Barry? What other strategy would you give?
I love what you just said. Habakkuk 2 says, the Lord answered me and said, write the vision, make it plain upon tablets, that he may run that reads it. So guys, it's so important that we write
uh-huh.
down our goals. I'm trying to make it a habit, not trying, I'm making it a habit to write down my goals actually every day. Okay. So in the morning, what I do is I write them out. Okay. And I know sometimes you might have, I don't know if you got 50 goals or not, but I know I got like 5 or 6 main goals that I'm really trying to hone in on. So I write them out every day. And what I do is I tailor my schedule around my goals. Okay.
Okay.
So the things that's going to help me achieve those goals, I'm putting them in my schedule. Like, all right, these are the activities that I need to do in order for me to achieve my goals so that my day is tailored to achieving my goals. So that's one thing I do, LaShawn, is definitely write down those goals. Yeah, so that's kind of one of my strategies. So yeah,
Right. I mean, that's good stuff. I like that you got to stay in alignment. I think that was good with how you
yeah,
align your day with the things that you want to accomplish.
absolutely.
Man, that's good insight. Good things for people to take away. But when it comes to the, just some key things that we can, help our listeners out there who, may be challenged financially, mentally, logistically, just with accomplishing the goal of home ownership. Um,
Hmm.
Another, LaShawn, you already hit on credit. Did you do number one
Yeah,
already?
I kind of gave a general overview. Let's get into it. Let's give them the five. Let's give them the top five things that they can do if home ownership is a goal of theirs in
Hmm.
2025. So number one is definitely improve and monitor your credit score. That's number one, right? I think there's a lot of myth and just misinformation. I was just talking to someone prior to this call about just credit. I think some people still think that you have to have, top tier credit in order to buy a house. Like if your credit score isn't an 800 or a 740 or something like that, then home ownership is not obtainable for you. But that's just not true, right? You just need to make sure that your credit isn't horrible, but make sure you're monitoring it and kind of watching what's on your credit report. I think that's super important to just understand, what credit is. Credit is a tool, right? Credit is something that you can use as leverage to kind of help do some different things. The better the score, sometimes that opens up, better opportunities. But the lower the score doesn't mean that it makes you ineligible. It may mean it may cost you a little bit more. It may mean some other things. So number
Mhm.
one is to always just kind of improve your scores as much as you can and monitor your scores. So that way you have an idea of what's on that report and making sure that there's nothing that's going to kind of trip you up when you're kind of in that process. So let's go on number two. Who
Okay.
got number
Yeah,
two?
I'll hit number two. Guys, so we're coming up on a season of spending.
Oh yeah,
It's
Christmas
the
around the
season
corner.
when it gets cold. It's like we just want to go spend money on got Christmas coming up, got Thanksgiving holidays, got Black Friday
Black
shopping to do.
Friday.
I mean, I know that money's just burning a hole in everybody's pocket and bank accounts, credit cards. Don't go do it. Let this be the season where you give high fives and hugs, and you blow kisses, and you take walks on the beach. You do the things that still are meaningful, but they don't kill and hurt your bank account. Because this is
Mm,
the season where your focus now needs to be how much what my to reach my goal, how much can I save to prepare myself to pay a down payment or closing costs on my
yeah,
loan. There,
yeah,
there are tools and resources out there to help you, but you got to
yeah,
help yourself first. And the way you help yourself first is by making a commitment to saying, you know what, this is the season. This is that cold winter season where I'm going to say all I got this season is high fives, hugs, and and whatever else that's not going to
Fist
cost you.
bumps.
Fist bump.
So, Gavin, I totally get it. But as much as I want my people out there to follow that, I know they're gonna have some issues. One of the things, Gavin, I just recently did, and it really helped me with my spending,
Mm-hmm.
because your boy got a little, got some work in that area. Which there's a app. I'm not sponsored by them, but if they want to sponsor your boy, Rocket Money app. I don't know if y'all heard about the Rocket Money app.
I've
This
heard of it.
Rocket, yeah, this Rocket Money app helps you budget. All right, if you need a budget, if you know you got some things you want to pay off, it links all those accounts together, shows you what your debts are, shows you what your credit card debts you have, bills you pay each and every month. Also, it gives you a strategy on how to put some money away,
Uh-huh.
even when you don't even know it. They'll put money away for you. Okay. So that's the cool thing I liked about. I was like, dang, my savings done grew a good bit. And they just taking it out and putting it in the account without relying on me to do it. You see what I'm saying? So
I like that.
if you can put that down payment fund to the side and say, all right, shoot, when I get paid, I don't even touch that money. That's going straight to the down payment money. So just something, a tool. It's called Rocket Money, the Rocket Money app.
Mhm.
Check it out. I think that would help a lot of people out there.
Okay.
That's good. That's good. That's good. All right. So number one, we talked about 5 ways that you can improve yourself or things that you can work on, like goals that you can set so that you can have home ownership be accomplished for you in 2025. We talked about improving and monitoring your credit scores. Gavin told us about saving for a down payment. Don't try to spend it all. So let's go into number three. Number three is reducing and paying off debt. What do you think about that, Luma? I know like early on we had a huge conversation about that story for you when you and your wife first bought a home. What would you tell people about, in this case, if they're trying to really get ready to buy a house and they need to reduce and pay off debt? What advice would you give there?
Well, LaShawn, Gavin, I'm guilty of this because I just don't want to mess no one up because me and my wife, we were paying off stuff like a mad man and a mad woman, and we just paying off everything, and then our credit started to drop at that point. So I would say definitely reach out to your mortgage professional first about what debts you need to eliminate, so it doesn't hurt you, if that makes
Mhm.
sense. So I just I refer to you guys when it comes to that because I rather them get the get the information from the horse's mouth instead of me. I tell them to pay off everything. But that ain't always the best thing to do. So I would definitely reach out to your mortgage professional.
Yeah, I wish I had like a green check mark or 100% sign to go across the screen. Because I mean, you couldn't have said it no better, brother. That
Yeah,
they don't need to, taking it upon yourself to think you know what you're doing.
yep,
Speak to a
no,
professional. That's the answer to that question. Reducing or paying
absolutely.
off debt. Talk to a mortgage professional first to see what debts are going to benefit you from paying them off. So
There you
good
go.
Yeah,
stuff.
absolutely. I actually love that. All right. So coming in at number four, it's all about the researching housing market. So as a consumer, Wilmot, like what advice do you give, if they when it comes to the housing market and how they should the buyer, the borrower on the other side, should they be looking at them like looking themselves to do the research on the market, or should they, partner with, a realtor to do that information, or do you guys work hand in hand there when it comes to trying to figure out, where they want to live, the trends, neighborhoods, things like that, future development?
So it's kind of like construction, right? You can go out there and do it yourself, right? And see
Mm-hmm.
how that works for you.
Yeah.
But or you can reach out to a professional, and we have a lot of tools that we have access to, and reports, documents that we can send you free of charge, and we can do the work for you. That's our job. So like I would definitely recommend you reaching out to your real estate professional, someone that knows the area well. That's a good point. Someone that knows the area well because
Mhm.
you want someone that is familiar with the area, know what's high, know what's low, know what's overpriced, know what's underpriced, know what's right
Mhm.
on, value wise, so if you're getting a good deal on it.
Mm-hmm.
So you wouldn't know that if you're not familiar with the area, know what homes typically sell for in that particular area. So I would definitely reach out to your real estate professional so that we can guide you when it comes to looking at deals and properties, anything real estate. So
Good stuff. Good stuff. All right, Gavin, wrap us up with number five.
All right. Number 5, let's get pre-approved for a mortgage. Why
let's
we need
do
to
it.
do that? Well, we need to know. We need to have a clear vision, clear visual of where we are today so that we can continue to plan accordingly for tomorrow. If you get pre-approved today and you know that, hey, based on my pre-approval, I'm able to get a $200,000 house. All right,
Mm,
well, I'm not happy with a $200,000 house. Now I can give you an action plan, or you can set a goal to where, okay, what I need to do to get to 250, 300, whatever that is for you, based upon your market research, your housing market research that you've done, to see that, man, the houses that I like, they sell for this. So, guys, it's important to get pre-approved because that way you can, once you get pre-approved, we can continue to, pre-approvals normally last 30 to 60 days in most cases. We'll need additional documentation after that 30, 60 days to keep you pre-approved. And it's a lot easier to keep you pre-approved as it is opposed to, starting from scratch, starting from the beginning. So that way, when you see something come on the market and you want to move on it, man, all I need is a few documents because I've already gotten you straight from Jump Street, 2-3 months ago. And now you're ready to give me the update and I can get you a new pre-approval, right then and there. So guys, get pre-approved so that you have an idea of what you can afford. And yeah, man, that's some good stuff to get you guys going with goal setting in 2025 for home ownership.
I can't reiterate what he just talked about. It's like going into the mall and leaving your wallet in the car. If you're not pre-approved, that's what it's, you plan on buying something, but you're going in the store without your money. That's what it's like when it comes to getting pre-approved. I don't know how else to say it because if you find there's one item left on the shelf, just one, and you see it, it's like, oh man, let me get my wallet. Oh snap! And you run to the car to go get it, and you go get it. Then you come back. Guess what? It might not be. I'm gonna leave that right there.
I love that. Well, there you got it. You got it. So once again, guys, if you guys have any questions, if you guys definitely want more information or something for us to talk about and address, please feel free to reach out to any one of us. You can send us a direct message on social media. You can call, email, text, any of those above things. We are always happy to help. Guys, do y'all have anything else y'all want to share? Are all hearts and minds clear before we wrap up for today? I love this topic. Okay.
That's good. All
right. Well, we're good, guys. So have a great rest of y'all's week and make it a productive week. Until next time, you guys have a good one.
Peace.
We'll get those goals, guys.
Mm-hmm.